We head down the road to see Shane's Man Cave. Shane's an old mate of mine. We've ridden around a bit, knocked around a bit, had a few beers here and there. Always a good laugh, and be great to catch up and see what he's done with his shed this time. Well, g'day everyone. Here we are in the beautiful Hunter Valley, the home of mines, wines and horse racing. I've run into my old mate Shane. He's been kind enough to invite us around his place for a brekkie this morning and give us a tour of his shed. So, Shane, what got you into this, mate?
Oh, I don't know. I started probably when I was about, I don't know, 12, going to the local dump, and Mum and Dad used to get cranky at me for bringing stuff home, but that sort of started it. And I just collect them. I just keep picking up stuff that if I see something, that's what I like. Yeah, I'd pick it, store it. I've never had a big shed. This is a big shed now, which took a long time to get here. So yeah, it's because I used to have garden sheds all together, like 8 garden sheds in a row, and just knock the wall out in the back and just keep going, you know. And then when we decided to stay where we are, I said, well, let's build a shed. And this sort of evolved. It was a working shed, but she's not much working in it now. So, yeah. So I still got the other part of his shed that I work in, but this is the entertainment area, I call it, sort of thing, because I just enjoy having people around. And virtually what I like about it is the gear that's in here, no one's on their phone. When I have a party, they're not on their phone, they're talking and they're looking at things, and then the conversation starts, and that's what I like. I like having a conversation regardless, because it brings back memories to other people. They're, oh, my grandfather had this, or my dad had this, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll give you other context to say, oh, we've got some stuff, oh, we'll just give it to you, or, you know, or you buy it, or whatever. It's how it sort of happens. Yeah. And it's just growing from that sort of thing. I get into trouble a lot of times for buying stuff, but hey, that's what it's like. That's what it is. Got to do something with your money. Oh, that's true, yeah. And like I said, the last 2 years has been pretty hectic. Oh, well, I've been home anyway, so I've got a lot of things finished that were like a 7-year plan.
You know, you spent 10 more minutes on your chairs.
Well, this is true too. Yeah, yeah. That was an unforeseen. thing to happen, but I'll look into that one. That's for sure.
How did we meet? I think we met in Thailand through a mutual friend of ours called Hagar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was. Yeah. And that's as you meet a lot of people in Thailand, sort of thing, and the friendship just grows from there. I think it does. It's you might see each other for 18 months, 2 years, whatever. But when you do see it, you just picked up from where you left. So it's good like that. Yeah. So the friendship sort of thing stays. Is once you bond there, sort of thing. It's cool. Yeah.
So you also you ride bikes.
Yeah, yep.
What sort of bike you got?
At the moment, I've got a Indian Scout 2018. Great little bike. Yeah, terrific little bike for my size anyway. I did have a Thunderbird 1600. Beautiful bike, absolutely beautiful bike. But I'm not a very big bloke, and it was just too big for me. And yeah, and unfortunately, well, it's not. Yeah, I kept it as long as I could. I had it stored for 10 years from brand new, and then a guy, I offered a silly price, and the guy paid for it.
Oh,
And that's yeah. But my bike, cool. Just yeah, it's a really good little bike for me to hop on and do trips. It's really good, you know. Because I like just cruising around sort of thing, and hasn't got a long mileage on it in fuel wise, but that doesn't matter. You get a sore ass from sitting down, you know, after 2 hours, so it's all right. And, yeah, that's.
So you've also done some incredible rides overseas. So give us a rundown on where you've been and what you've done.
Oh, geez. Well, done Cambodia, like I said, through an Aussie tour company over there, with a few other mates sort of thing, and that was brilliant, absolutely really good. Highlighted of my trips, probably China. Amazing place, never been there, and my mate Hagar said, oh, you know, come over, and I've got this trip organised. I said, yeah, righto, and I was stoked. I was really happy because I'd never been to a place where the cultures were all different, you know. And I get over there, and the places I went to, and the things I seen, and the people I met were just incredible. It blew me away. After my first day or second day, where we had a really big hard ride, I wanted to come home. I'd had enough because I thought this is just not happening. But it just improved.
Yeah.
You know, but we got through that day. It was just an incredible day. It was a horrendous day of riding. But yeah, like I said, we met so many different people. It was it. Yeah, and the towns we went through that hadn't seen like Westerners, you know, and it was just yeah. And on the roads were, you know, they were incredible roads. Yeah, yeah. It was.
So where did you start the journey in China?
I went to Beijing, and that was an eye opener for me. I've gone. You can't fit this many people in a certain place. It was just amazing. I'm going. I was gobsmacked, you know, just going wow. And left there. We stayed the night, and then we cruised in the car down to. Now I can't pronounce this. I think it's Zion or
Xi'an.
Yeah. I'm really hard at trying to when it comes to and that's where we sort of picked up our bikes and all that sort of stuff. Great little bikes. Like I said, Hagar and myself, we had different bikes to the other guys. Hagar had the Harley. I had my little 650 motor sports sort of motor. Yeah, it was different. Like I said. Few issues with it, but it got me to what I had to do, and we really did, and we had a ball. The bikes shouldn't have been on the roads that we were on, but they were there, and they were doing whatever the other guys were doing. You know, they could do. You know, yeah, they performed themselves really well, and yeah, like I said, went up so high. I think it was, you know, like we were up in the maybe. Was it 8,000 metres or whatever it was? Yeah, it was up the top end. That was I've never seen. There's a running joke with another friend of ours. The skies were so blue. Now that place has the bluest skies you've ever seen in the world. It's crystal clear air. It's just pristine. It's just amazing to see. You see all those ads on TV with the snow-capped mountains and all that sort of stuff and. That's what we seen. It was just so amazing, you know. And we were on this lake, and it was just, and across the lake was this snow-capped mountains, and we're just there humming along, you know. And don't get me wrong, we froze. There was some cold times, I can tell you. Yeah, there was some really cold times. The Tibetans people, beautiful people. We were at this one petrol stop there, and what happened was. We hopped off the bikes and we were just shivering bloody like crazy. And one of the ladies that was her husband was riding on the bike as well. she hopped out, and this Tibetan lady come out of the shop, and she picked that she had the altitude sickness straight away. Didn't know, we couldn't tell. There's no way we knew, but she knew, and she got her into this little shop, and started sucking these they're like chromey bags, the old chromies, but full of oxygen. And she picked it straight away, and then she come better after that. You know, she was really, like I said, they knew everything. So they do it tough. I'll give them that much. They do it really tough. But it was a great trip. Yeah.
So you did Chian de Lhasa. So what's your ultimate goal? Where would you like to ride?
Well, we've always talked about. There was an idea of running from Beijing across to Moscow. You know, that sort of thing. Always, that's a thing that would be pretty ultimate to do. You know, I know a lot of logistics, a lot of things has to happen, sort of thing, and all that style, which is.
I'll be on that run.
Yeah, I would love to do it. I mean, I wouldn't care if it took 6, 8 weeks, whatever it took, just to do it. To say,
you have to do it sort of the beginning of spring, middle spring. Into the summer.
Yeah, I said that's
there before the winter.
Don't know how I go well riding in the snow. That'd be. Although we did do some snow riding and hail, and while we were in China, that was a yeah, that'd be the ultimate trip. Yeah. Like I said, I hope to do the Ho Chi Minh Trail, which I was supposed to do prior to the COVID coming, and I'll get to do it. I'll do it. If I can't do it next year, it'll be the following year. I will do it. I'll be doing it just to say I've done it, because it doesn't worry me if it's on a 125 or a 250 or whatever. It's just enjoying the ride, really. Yeah, it really is. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, my ultimate ride is from Cape Town to Magadan in Russia.
Oh, okay.
Never cross an ocean or land bridge.
Yeah,
I'd like to do that, but I think there's some scary countries we'd have to go through. might need some bodyguards for a couple of them, but and then I want to do that Beijing to Moscow and Vladivostok to Moscow. That'd be. I watched the documentary on someone going through the stands the other day, and some of them roads are a bit rough. So I think Russia will be all right though.
I think so. Good. Yeah. Like I said, I seen a couple of when I was in Turkey a few years ago. I seen a couple of bikes trips going. They looked brilliant, because you could have more freedom as you do on your bike, and that'd be another. Like I said, Turkey is a really nice place.
Oh, I love Turkey.
Turkey's just amazing. It's just I enjoyed the time I was there. So it's a good place.
Oh, Shane, thanks very much.
No worries.
Let's go have a couple of beers.
That's for sure. We shall do. Cheers.
Oh, yeah, we'll see how that's very similar to the one my mate's got at Harvey Bay.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I've got the passenger seat, I've got a rack that goes on the back of there, and I've got the saddlebags and tin, and I've got the windscreen and all that sort of stuff. And
so what made you pick the Scout and the Indian?
Well, we were up. I was looking at it because of the size-wise.
Yeah.
Because being only just a short-ass person I am, and you've got to be, the weight ratio thing is. Yeah, and that's what I said. I wasn't feeling comfortable with my big bike. Loved it to death, but when I go into corners, it was just sort of not that. I wasn't feeling comfortable. This thing is completely different. It's just, I went down to when I bought it in 2018. I went in and did the Snowy Mountain Run, and this bike was just incredible. We had the Snowy Mountain Road to ourselves. It was amazing. It really was an amazing trip to have a road that just had the bends and you could just go at your own pace, and it was, and then we had the Brumbies like running with us. I think it was good. It was really, So and that sealed it. I thought, well, and just you know, I add a few things. I got these pipes are very loud, extremely loud, and that's what I said there. But on my trip that I did to the Gulf 8 weeks ago, they were my
Leave
godsend.
us to past each other.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because we were thinking, you know, we were having a happy time, but they'd scare all the what's the names, the eagles and the bloody everything on the road, and it worked well, you know. And, but you just had to, when you come to town, as you know, just because we nearly got done in Tabo. Is it Tabo?
Tambo.
Holy fucking hell! We come into Tambo at the servo and pulled in because I'd run out of fuel. I just got into the town on the servo, got in there and filled up, and then we just took off to go up the main street. Just no, we don't. The guys I ride with, they're 65 and 70s. You know, they're not we're not hoons and nothing. You know, and we caught in there, parked all our 9 bikes up or 10 bikes up, sort of thing. And then I've gone because I used to go when I go away. I go to all the op shops while the guys have tea and coffee and all that sort of stuff. I'm not into that, you know. So I go, yeah, right. Well, so I've gone for a walk. I've come back on the other side of the street. Here's this paddy wagon with a copper, and he's talking to a couple of other guys there. I said, what's going on? I said, oh, they're after a guy with a loud motorcycle causing havoc in town. I'm going, what? And he said, yeah. I said, oh, well, I better go. So I went out the back and around the back street. I walked, right, and we'd been brought my bike here and that. I went to the park, took all my bike gear off, shoved it underneath the seat there, and my t-shirt and whatever. And I'm going, whatever. And he's reading the riot act to the other guys and said, better start your bikes up. And they all start their bikes up to see which is loud. And because he said, oh, someone put a complaint in about having a bike with a blue bike with a windscreen. And the guy, one of my mates, he had the blue bike with the windscreen. It wasn't loud. Yeah. He was a riding instructor from Newcastle, this guy. Anyway, he's going blah, blah, and he's reading it. He was there, we were there for an hour and a half, this guy. And he said, oh, no, he said, where's this guy that owns the Indian? He said, oh, he's down the street looking at antique shops and whatever. Oh, right, yeah, no dramas. Anyway, they said, and I rang him up and said, how long? He said, he's just going now. I said, all right, eh? And I thought, I bet you he's going to be waiting at freaking into town, you know. Right. And anyway, the bikes had to go off singly, and he stood out in the town, and I'm going, oh shit, and I seen him drive past, and I went, oh, right. So I went back and got him, and then I started my bike up, and I went, and I could see him sitting on the left-hand side, and no. Anyway, so I put it into 6th gear, and just chugged it along, and I thought, I went past him, he didn't flinch. I'm going, oh, how cool is this? Well, if I get out 20 k's past, or 25 k's past down, I'm happy days. So I got out the 25 k's, didn't no run. I go, beauty, I'm off. So that was we go. He actually got kicked out of Longreach. We were talking to the coppers at Longreach, and he got kicked out of there for the harassment of motorcycles.
Yeah,
it was just one of those guys, you know.
Yeah, one of those guys.
So it was amazing. So yeah, but yeah, it's a good bike. It's a great bike. Yeah, for me, yeah, it's a really good bike. It's like I said, nice and light, comfortable, and yeah, it's yeah. I'd like to buy the larger Indian because they look brilliant. They're freaking big. They're massive. Those bikes. Yeah, they're good tourer bikes. But me holding it, nah, you know, got to be something comfortable. You know, so and I don't mind. Like I said, so I only get 200 clicks out of the tank, so that's all I get, and that's that's what it is. So.
Awesome. Wake everyone up.
It does. Yeah. And you can imagine, like with all the roos, they just go scarring everywhere. Sure. It's just they go everywhere.